California is giving 20% down payments to first-time homebuyers so they can get into a house. If you want to buy a house in California, but you just don't have the down payment, this program is for you. Hi, my name is Felipe Crook with EXP Realty. I've been a real estate agent for 20 years, and I'm going to go over the entire program right here on this video. But before I do, if you could please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I talk about everything buyer related, seller related, moving to Los Angeles, and any kind of home tours that you want. I put on my channel every single week, and I'd be more than happy to help you. If you want to reach out to me directly, the best way is to call or text me at 213-268-6832. Also, in the description down below, I'm going to have all of the links and the information that I'm going to talk about in this video. So make sure you save this for later. All right, let's get into this program. The California Dream for All loan program just launched on March 27th, and there are some major criteria that I need to go over. All right, the first one is you have to be a first-time home buyer. Now, by first-time home buyer, it means that you've never owned a property or you have not owned a property for the last 3 years. So if you had a home previously, but you sold it 3 years and 1 day ago, the state of California will now consider you a first-time home buyer, and you are now eligible for this program. Now, the next thing is it must be owner-occupied. You cannot buy an investment property with these funds. You have to actually live in the property. And you can't get your dad to co-sign either, because a lot of people, they want help qualifying with the loan. So like, hey, I'm going to get a co-signer. If the co-signer is not living in that property, then you will not be able to use this gift funds for this program. So again, first-time home buyer, you have to live in the property. The third thing is you have to do 2 home buyer counseling sessions. You can do them online. The first one is like an 8-hour class. It costs $99, and that's through CalHFA. I'll put all of that linked in the description down below as well. And then there's a second additional course for the Dream for All homeownership buyer counseling. So you have to do both of those. And then the last one, and this is an important one, is you have to be under the CalHFA limits for each county. Right now, in Los Angeles County, the price is $180,000 for the income. That's the area median income in Los Angeles. So if you make under $180,000, you're a first-time home buyer and you're going to occupy the property and you've taken both of those buyer classes, then you would be eligible for this program. And as you can see, there are different rates all throughout this entire state. You can look up here, like this one in Marin County, the area median income is $300,000. Whereas if you look at, Kern County, it's $159,000. They're all over the board here. This information is also on CalHFA's website. It's going to be in the link in the description down below. So if you're making under $180,000 in Los Angeles, you are qualified for this program. So the property that you're looking for has to be a single family home or a 1-unit residence, a manufactured home, or a condo that has been approved by the first mortgage. When you do this program, your first mortgage has to be through CalHFA. CalHFA is not a direct lender, but they have approved lenders that they work with that are allowed to do loans for CalHFA. If you need a referral for a good lender, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to connect you with the person that I'm working with to get my clients into this program. If just shoot me an email, shoot me a text with your name and your email address, and I'll connect you to my lender. When you go to apply for the mortgage, you're going to need some documentation, just like any other loan. You're going to need 2 months of your paycheck stubs, 2 months of your bank statements, any kind of assets that you have, like 401ks, savings accounts, brokerage accounts, and your last 2 years of your tax returns. They'll also ask for your driver's license and your social security number so they can pull credit, and they're going to qualify you just like a normal mortgage. So there's no such thing as a free lunch, right? You're going to get 20% to put down on your property. But when you go to sell the property, you're going to have to pay that entire loan back, which is understandable. but you're also going to have to pay 20% of your proceeds, your profits, excuse me, back into the program. Let me show you an example. Now, this one is for a property that, let's say, is $500,000. Obviously, this is not in Los Angeles because you can't find pretty much anything for $500,000 in this city. But let's just go with this example, okay? You're getting a $500,000 home and you're doing the Dream for All loan program. They're going to give you 20% down, which is $100,000. So you're putting 20% down. Your first mortgage is $400,000. Now, let's say 5 years go past and your home appreciates to $640,000. The home price appreciation of the property is $140,000. Now, you have to pay 20% of those proceeds back into the program. That's how it sustains itself, which I think is really smart. So you're going to pay $28,000 of appreciation back into the program, but you also get to keep $112,000. Now, if you look at this, the first mortgage balance, you've paid it down over the last 5 years, let's say $30,000, and you pay back the Dream for All loan payback, which is $128,000. You end up walking with $142,000 when you sell this property. And then you can use that money to upgrade or move to Mexico, whatever you want to do. That is your money. That is a really great option to me. So do you remember when I was talking about the loan limits? So in Los Angeles County, it's $180,000. But if you make 80% of that, which is $144,000, your shared appreciation is going to be different. So when you go to sell the property, it will look a little bit different like this. Let's say same scenario, 500,000. Instead of paying 20% of your profits back into the program, you're only going to pay 15%. So you end up walking with $149,000. You just get to keep a little bit more of the benefits if you make less than $144,000 a year in Los Angeles County. Again, I go back to this chart. Every single county is different. So the 80% in that area is going to be very different than in Los Angeles. For Marin County, it's going to be a lot higher than LA. California is a very expensive state, and in Los Angeles, you can't find much for $500,000. So for the Dream for All loan program, it is based on conventional loan limits. Let me show you what that looks like throughout. Each county is very, very different. So these counties in red are all above the normal conventional limits because we're considered a high value market. So if you look right here in Los Angeles County, that loan limit is $1,089,000. So your loan has to be below $1,089,300 in order to qualify for this program. If it's 190 or $1,090,000, then this program won't work. So you have to come up with an extra $700 to get below that range. These are the counties that are above the normal range: Alameda County, Contra Costa, Los Angeles, Marin, Orange, San Benito, San Francisco, San Mateo, Santa Clara, Santa Cruz, Napa County, San Diego, Ventura, Monterey, San Luis Obispo, Sonoma, Santa Barbara, El Dorado, Placer, Sacramento, and Yolo. Those are all above the normal level. And they range from 763 all the way up to $1,089,000. And then the rest of the entire state is at $726,200. So that is the conventional loan limits in all of those other counties in the state of California. So if you're not in the ones that I mentioned, then your loan limit is $726,000. When you are purchasing a home, you're going to have closing costs. Now, there's some more closing costs associated with this loan because it's a special program than what you will normally see in other loan programs. Let me show you what those look like. CalHFA has some additional fees that are more than a traditional loan, and here are some of them. You're going to pay a 2% origination charge on the loan. Typically, when you're doing a loan, it's usually 1%, but with this specific program, it's 2% of your down payment. You have a $995 underwriting fee, a $500 processing fee. Now, remember the conventional loan limits I just talked to you about? If your loan is over 726, so in Los Angeles County and all those other counties that I mentioned, if it's over 726, $200, there is an additional 1.2% fee on top of the 2%. So you're going to pay right off the bat 3.2% in just fees for your mortgage. Now, that is on top of your normal closing costs, which include prepaid taxes, prepaid insurance, title and escrow fee, homeowners associations. All of those fees that you would normally have on any real estate transaction are not on top of the 3.2% if you're in a high value area. The cool part about this program as well is that if you don't want to spend all of that 20% on the down payment, you can split that up. You can do 15% for your down payment and take that 5% towards your closing costs. It can help with the closing cost issue if you have no money out of pocket. I always think if you can put 20% down, it's more beneficial because you will not pay mortgage insurance, which can add a couple $100 a month to your payment. So if you can get rid of that mortgage insurance by putting the full 20% down, that is the ideal scenario. And then you'll have to come out of pocket for the other funds for your closing costs. But if that is just not feasible for you, you can break it up and do 15% for your down payment and 5% for your closing costs. And there is a way to finance the mortgage insurance, but that's going to get into lender territory. I'm going to let them handle all of that. So overall, I think this is a really great program for California. I have not seen it implemented yet, but I am excited to bring this to my clients. If you are interested in this program, please text me, call me with your full name and your email address, and I'd be more than happy to connect you to my lender. And then if you're looking in the Los Angeles County, I would love to be your real estate agent and help get you into a property. Again, my phone number is 213-268-6832. You can also schedule a Zoom call to talk about your goals. The link is down in the description. And I hope that you guys have a little bit of hope of getting into the Los Angeles real estate market, because it is so expensive, and this could make it could make a huge difference to a lot of people in this city. Again, my name is Felipe Crook with EXP, investing in your dreams.